Hello, everyone. I'm Nico.
And I'm Jack.
And today we are celebrating our
30k milestone.
30k Q&A. 30k Q&A. Why'd you never do that with me?
I'm just not much of a singer.
You know what I'm going to sing? I'm so excited. Did you ever think we were going to hit 30k when we started out on this journey?
Honestly, never in a million years. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I'm delighted.
Believe it. I can't believe we've sat on this bed and done a 10, a 20, and now a 30k in the same year.
That's so mental. 2020 has been a crazy year for many reasons, but
we're not going to go into that.
But yeah, I mean, for YouTube, it's been all right.
Yeah, so we're really, really thankful. We've obviously had a load of new subscribers recently, and so thank you for subscribing to our channel. Welcome. We are here to entertain you.
Yeah, and thanks to all the people who have been here for this whole journey or been sticking us from the beginning, been leaving comments. Like, it means so much because we work really, really hard to bring you a film every single week. Really hard. So kind of reading your nice comments about like everything is just, it makes it worthwhile for us. So keep commenting. Follow us on Instagram if you want to see some behind the scenes.
Keep watching. So sign up to my Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes.
Oh, sign up to your Patreon. Yeah.
But we really appreciate each and every one of you, and we're really happy that you're here on this YouTube journey with us. We're so happy that we decided to make this Q&A a little bit more interesting.
Ooh.
So I reached out and I asked if you would be involved and if you would send in your questions via video clip. So we've got some videos from some subscribers, from some fellow YouTubers, and just a mix of people. So
I've not seen any of these yet, so this is a total surprise to me. Have you watched them?
I have, of course, watched them because I was obviously a little bit worried about what content we might be getting. You know, someone might sneak in something a little bit rude. Thankfully, that didn't happen.
No.
So I did check them. So I do know the comments, the questions, but I also watched some of them last week, so I've kind of forgotten.
So we're just going to play them in order then, yeah?
We are actually going to play them in alphabetical order because I've got them obviously listed for the names. So we're going to play them in alphabetical order. So
awesome.
Let's start with the first one. Alphabetically is Alex Absolute, double A's.
There we go.
Couldn't be more alphabetical.
Fellow YouTuber Alex Absolute. Shout out, Alex.
Yep.
Thanks for sending a vid.
Alex is a fellow YouTuber here in China. So if you want to check out his channel, then the link is below, and the link is going to be below. Links are going to be below for all the people involved, either YouTube or their Instagram account. So you can check them all out and have a look. Okay, so let's have a look at Alex's.
So do you ever think that if you went back to England or if you left China and went to a different country, your channel would become irrelevant? Is that a worry, or is that just like a no problem? Right, so what are your best, worst, scariest and funniest experiences here in China? Right, so as fellow Brits, what do you miss from England, and is there anything which comes close to it here in China?
Wow.
Okay.
That monkey, what the hell is that?
What is that? How crazy is that? That made me laugh. So 3 questions from Alex. So the first one
I didn't even hear the first one. I was so distracted by this gorilla, monkey, whatever it is.
So the first one is, do you think if you left China, your channel would become irrelevant?
I don't think so, because I think that we would always kind of keep this channel up. We've actually got like a lot of ideas for some different YouTube channels and different projects, and we want to do some different things, some more creative things, showing some of our different passions. But for now, I think this is a China YouTube channel. As we said, I think in other lives, our plan is basically, if we do want to travel around the world or see some other stuff, is still to come back to China very regularly, a few times a year, make a load of content, and we want to kind of keep up with the community, and I don't see us leaving anytime soon. Yeah,
this is a big part of our lives, and you know, at the moment, because we are working full time, we don't get that much time to travel. I know it may look like we do. We're just very good at making videos when we travel. So there's so much of China that we want to see, which we're not going to be able to see whilst we're working because we don't get the time off.
No, absolutely not.
So I think it's going to be a case of, even if we do leave China, move out of China, we will still be here on a regular basis, and this channel will still be dedicated wholeheartedly to China because that's what you're here for.
100% agree. So for his best, funniest, scariest, and worst experiences,
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to ask you as a quick fire one because I think I want to, we've got to keep the pace up.
Okay.
So best experience in China.
Getting married.
Worst experience in China.
Hurting my knee.
Funniest experience in China.
You getting thrown up on the way to Inner Mongolia. Best experience.
Getting married.
Worst experience.
Throwing the cat out the window.
Funniest experience.
Throwing the cat out the window.
Next question. About the UK. We're from the UK. Is there anything that we miss? Generally, the things that I miss the most are food related. We always bring a lot of food back. So I kind of miss dairy milk a lot.
Stock cubes, vegetable stock cubes. You've got to whack one in every.
Yeah, like gravy and stock cubes. We can't really find them here.
No, but most other stuff you can find. And to be honest,
Yeah.
there's not a lot I really miss. Our friends and family.
Can't bring them over though, can we? So, okay, awesome questions. Thanks a lot, Alex. Okay, so next, second Alex. This is Alex from Reportify Media.
Nice.
Go and check out his channel. He's just reached 30k as well.
Awesome. Well done, Alex.
Yeah,
Congratulations
to you, Alex. So let's watch Alex's question.
Hi, Nico. Congratulations on achieving 30,000 subscribers. I have a question for both you and Jack. How did you meet and where did you meet? I'm very curious.
So we've told the story before.
Have we?
We told it in another Q&A. So where did we meet?
We met in a club.
Yeah, we met in a club. It is a little bit hazy for the both of us. And we met because Jack's friend felt my ass and I kicked off because I was drunk and feisty and then but went after his friend and then bumped into Jack and I said I liked your shirt and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not really the romantic tale.
I would just like to say that I condone my friend's behaviour.
Thank you for that, Joe. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
You changed our lives with that ass slap.
Oh no, wait. Did I say I condone his behaviour? I meant to say I don't condone his behaviour. Whatever the one means that you say that I don't approve. What?
You don't approve?
Sexual harassment.
Well, no, but it led to like
Hashtag me too, people.
Yeah, it led to like life-changing experiences.
Okay, I just want to put it on record though.
Don't go around slapping
internet,
people's asses.
Not acceptable behaviour. Although in this occasion,
it worked out well.
Worked out well for me.
Yeah, exactly. Not for him though, but for you.
Don't slap girls' ass. Get your friend to do it for you.
Exactly. Okay, the next question is from Ben, which Ben Cubbage, and he also has a YouTube channel and he lives in Western China, so it's like super amazing.
Yeah, his videos are so beautiful. Like he goes to some really cool places.
Yeah, he has a tour company called Elevated Trips and they run tours in Western China, so if you're interested in that, take a look because honestly,
awesome.
The nature. All right, so this is from Ben.
What's up, Nico? This is Ben Cubbage from Western China. I just want to say,
good.
love your videos. You guys are so awesome. You inspire me to travel around China and learn more about China. I myself am also an expat, foreigner living in China. Lived in Western China for about 10 years now. My question to you is, how has China changed you? After you've seen almost every major city in China and traveled in China and been here a pretty long time, what has changed about you and what have you learned about yourself from living in China?
I mean, I think if anybody lives anywhere for like 3 years, it's going to change you as a person. Like I definitely feel like I've matured and grown a lot. And
you might have done anyway though.
I might have done anyway. Yeah, might have done. Might not have done.
I personally feel like it's probably made me realize that how much kind of my previous life before living into China, how much of my morals, the way that I see the world was shaped by my background, where I'm from, the environment I grew up in. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily changed all those things, but it's definitely opened me up to a lot of new ways of thinking. And kind of I've seen, a different way of looking at things and things I've learned from Chinese friends and things like, I guess I've started to see the world through their eyes. That's not necessarily to say that, we see eye to eye on everything, but it's definitely opened me up to another way of looking at the world for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And different like experiences, like you're saying, about because a lot of my colleagues, they used to live in the UK. So I found it really interesting to learn what they felt. And it also, it makes you kind of view your own country slightly different and just kind of think about the world in a different ways, and also like realize what's really important in life. We're living away from home, we're not close to family and friends, and what's really like important.
100% agree.
We'll leave it at that then. Okay, next question is from one of my subscribers who sent me this clip. So she called herself Chen in the video, but she's also Olivia as well. And we met on Instagram, but she watches our YouTube videos. So this is from her.
Hi Jack and Nico. Hello everybody, this is Jen from Brisbane. Thank you for giving me this chance to be part of the video, and congratulations for 30,000 subscribers. That's amazing. And thank you so much, Nico, for all your support and kind words when I was at my hardest time. I really appreciate it. Now, my question for you both is, where would you go if the world finally goes back to normal, and why? Thank you.
Oh, she's so cute. I feel like I'm going to cry. Oh, nice.
Where would you go if the world got back to normal?
Oh, that is a tough question, because obviously before this happened, we spoke a lot about traveling. There's a lot of places that we want to go. I mean, I guess right now, because of what's happened this year, I would go home for a little bit.
Yeah, I think going back to the UK would be kind of our first priority. Obviously, we can't do that at the moment, because if we go back to the UK, we're probably not going to get back into China. So we're going to have to skip the Christmas trip home.
Yeah, the UK's in lockdown.
That's what I mean. So
it's not right.
It's not
it's
great.
Not right. But if it was normal, it's been a year since we've last been home. So that would probably be our first point of call. But travel-wise, my dad has a van, and I would like to travel around Europe in his van a bit.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be really fun to do a bit of van life.
That would be the big one for sure.
And then we would really like to go to Africa.
Yeah, Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia.
Oh,
but to be honest, though, I would say as well, like this year is kind of also, whilst it's made me long to get back to travel, and I know that a lot of people really have, it's also kind of made me appreciate like just kind of some of the more simple things. And like, I feel like whilst I do still want to travel, I don't feel such a burning desire of like, I need to go see every single thing. Right now, just kind of just being able to just travel a little bit would feel great, know? So
exactly.
It's almost made me kind of just, feel like it's okay just to kind of slow down. If you go somewhere for a country for a few months, just chill. That's fine.
Doing another, I mean, I'm happy that obviously we can travel a little bit here in China. That does make me, I think that's definitely helped.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would be burning.
Agree.
Right, next one is from David, who has a YouTube channel and also an Instagram called Aroma Yogi.
Nice, check that out then, guys.
He also lives in China, and so this question is from him.
Hi Nico, I hope during the time that you've lived in China that both you and Jack haven't gotten sick. But if you have, do you guys or have you gone to any Chinese herbal medicine practitioners? Do you take any Chinese herbal medicines now? Is it something that you guys take as part of your daily routine or nightly routine, taking different herbs, and also different Chinese medicine practices like acupuncture? Is that something that you guys have gotten into, or you haven't discovered or haven't looked into it yet? Okay, hope you're well. Thanks a lot.
So, I mean, I for one am terrible at taking any type of medicine. So, whilst I'm totally open to experimenting with new things, even if when I'm sick, you won't get me in front of any doctor. I just like to take to bed, and that's normally been my approach. More of a denial kind of guy. So
you haven't tried anything, have you?
You are quite open-minded, Nico, and you have dabbled. So
dabbled. I actually dabbled before I even came to China. I have chronic back issues, and I had tried a lot of stuff at home in the UK, and the only thing that worked was actually acupuncture. So when we came to China, I carried on getting acupuncture. I often
you can get acupuncture on the National Health Service in the UK. So as in the government will literally pay for your treatment.
It was the only thing that worked. Since coming to China, I have dabbled in a few other things. I do often get a massage, sometimes a blind massage. I get acupuncture. I have tried fire cupping. What else have I tried? I have tried not fire cupping, the suction cupping. That's horrible. I haven't tried the scraping. But yeah, I'm pretty open to things. I actually really like Chinese medicine and I really like acupuncture and I really enjoy it. It does seem to help me quite a lot. But I don't take any herbs or that. But have when we were ill. We got ill a few times in Nanjing.
Chinese
and
colleagues
did
have
take
kind of
some,
have suggested things
but
for us to
not-
take. So we have in bits and pieces,
Yeah.
but it's
Not
not part of our
regularly.
routine. But I think this is actually something we have talked about maybe making a video on at some point. And we would like to investigate it and learn a little bit more.
Yeah,
So-
about the history
we're,
of it.
I mean,
things.
we're totally open-minded when it comes to
Yeah.
Chinese medicine. We want to get involved. It's more just hasn't really happened for no particular reason. So
No. I
if
get
you
it quite
guys have any
regularly.
recommendations, any of you or you have
What
any
should I try
ideas for a
next?
video,
Yeah.
or if that's something of interest to you, make sure you leave a comment and let us know because, as you can tell, we're not that well initiated.
Okay, so the next message that we've got is from Ella and Scott, who also have a YouTube channel called Fragrant Mandarin. So check that out.
Awesome.
And they also have some very tasty looking chips on their table.
Oh yeah, those chips do look good, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Hey Nico, hey Jack. Congratulations on reaching 30,000. It's so awesome for you guys.
Nico，如果你没有 Jack，你会考虑找一个中国男人做你的男朋友或者老公吗？
And mine is, if you were to leave China tomorrow, if you're both forced to leave China, what would you miss the most? What do you not think you'd be able to get anywhere else?
Well, that is a tough question.
I don't know what to make of that, to be honest.
That is a tough question. We've been together for such a long time that I really don't have eyes for anyone else. So I don't really find anybody else attractive.
Sorry, guys. Lots of hearts are going to be broken tonight, I think.
I doubt it. So the second question. If we were to leave China tomorrow, what would we miss the most? I already know your answer.
What's my answer? I already know you know my answer.
Cold noodles.
Cold noodles. Liang Pi. Yeah,
Yang Pi.
definitely. 100%.
Yeah, you would miss cold noodles the most. Jack pretty much has cold noodles every day. I know that you'd miss that.
Even in winter.
Yeah.
And all my Chinese colleagues would tut at me and say, what are you doing?
Cold noodles. And to be honest, it would probably be food for me. Like just all the food.
All the food.
Foods.
All the food.
Yeah, all the food, definitely. Next question is from Hayden, which is a subscriber.
Hi Nico, I love your videos about China and I was wondering what advice you would give to somebody who is trying to be an ESL teacher in China and what life may be like for somebody who is part of the LGBT community. Thank you.
My advice as an ESL teacher would be to just, pour your heart into it. The kids are amazing here. It's an amazing job to be a teacher.
Yep.
And it's just so much fun.
You'll get what you put in.
Yeah.
You'll get out what you put in. It's a bit of a cliche, but you really will.
is.
It's one of those experiences that the people who probably get on the best or have the best time in China as a foreigner are the people who embrace and get stuck into things the most. So I'd say
Embrace
just
it. It's
don't
really
say no to
rewarding.
anything.
It's such a rewarding job as well. So his second question was what it is like to be part of the LGBT community here in China. Obviously, I don't personally have any experience in that.
Yep.
So I reached out on my Instagram and I asked some of my followers to share with me their experiences.
You got loads of replies.
I got so many replies, so thank you everybody. And also it was really interesting to hear what other people had to say. The general consensus is that it's a pretty safe place to be. A lot of people kind of replied and said that, some people are more open-minded than others, which is the same in most countries.
Yep, that goes for anywhere, I think.
Especially with the generation gap. I think obviously a lot of the younger generation are really kind of curious and open-minded, and the older generation, maybe not so much. But yeah, like I say, that's kind of the same in a lot of countries. And also it depends on the cities and the rural areas as well. But what most people did say overall was that you're not going to get judgment out in the open. So a lot of people walk around holding hands and people may stare, but you're not going to get it. They don't feel unsafe here. People aren't going to attack you or do anything to you. And I think that a lot of people overwhelmingly said they felt safe here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that goes for Chinese culture as a whole. Like, people are overwhelmingly polite, and whether that's on, of course, every culture has people who are prejudiced and have certain beliefs, but I would say that even people who are prejudiced, they will kind of almost keep it to themselves, I would say. And I'm not saying that's healthy necessarily, but whether that goes for a lot of things, even like race issues and things like that, people are generally going to be like friendly, and they're not gonna kind of openly discriminate against you.
It might be words, but it's never going to be like physical behavior, which I think does, it makes people feel a lot safer.
And like what you said as well is that like younger people are very curious in China and very open-minded, like much more open-minded, as is the case in most places. And so I think the best thing you could do is kind of almost, if someone did have some questions or was talking to you, maybe it's your chance as well to kind of educate someone, share your experiences, share your knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people said that there is a thriving community here. There's lots like bars and nightlife that's really acceptable. Somebody did mention that Tinder was a little bit difficult, but there's also there's a thriving community here.
I would probably recommend though that you go to one of the bigger cities, because whether you're any kind, like just being a foreigner in general, and if you're first coming to China, if you went to like a super rural area, you might be one of the only foreigners there anyway. So that's also going to be a little bit tough. But I would say even more so, probably in your situation, I think maybe.
But if you do want to know any of the answers that people gave me, like message me on Instagram and I can share with you people's responses.
Yeah, you've got a load of responses.
Yeah,
you'll happily share them with whoever.
So thanks everyone. Okay, next question is from Jamie from Life After Brain Surgery.
Jack and Nico, congratulations on hitting the big 3-0. I remember when I hit the big 3-0, I was about a decade ago, and I went to Hooters and had some hot wings and drank beer to celebrate. Of course, I'm on about turning 30 in my age. And not hitting 30,000 subscribers. I'm way off that. But my question to you guys is as follows. I'm going to be leaving China in July. So I've got about 8 months left here. With your knowledge of traveling around China, where would you say is the top 5 places that I should go before I leave?
One thing I'd say, maybe if he is going back to Wales, steer clear of Inner Mongolia, because there's a lot of sheep in Inner Mongolia, and he's going to get that in Wales. So.
Yeah, but Inner Mongolia is so beautiful.
True. I was just trying to narrow a place down, okay. I mean, the logical thing you would say is to go, well, if there's 5 places, go to North China, go to the eastern seaboard, some of the coastal cities, go to some of the southern provinces, maybe like Guangdong, places like that, and then go to the west.
And then somewhere right in the middle.
Somewhere right in the middle.
There
you go.
That's advice for you, Jamie. I'm not going to do it any further.
Practical advice for you there, my son.
Okay, so the next question is from Kirk, who is Guelo60.
Nico, I have a question. Actually, it's a 3-part question for you. The first part of it is, why did you actually come to China in the first place? And the second part is a little bit more difficult. Everybody that's been in China or has come to China and likes China sort of got hooked on China. What actually hooked you on China? Because you've been here for a long time. And the third part is probably the most difficult to answer. Everybody that lives in China sooner or later has to go home. Do you have an exit strategy, and what is it? 3-part question. I got one more question. Who do you think is the best YouTuber and the most handsome YouTuber in China over the age of 60? Yeah, that's an easy one. I know that.
Well, I don't know of any YouTubers over the age of 60 in China, so I mean, obviously, as a young man like Guelo's asking, I think he's
he can't possibly be over 60.
No, I don't think that's him. So that kind of discounts him from that. So I don't know, but if you guys know of anyone over the age of 60 YouTubing in China, let us know, because I'd love to know.
Okay, so Guelo's first question was, why did we come to China?
Why did we come to China?
Why did we come to China? I know. Watch my China to the UK.
Yeah, we've got a whole video
in depth. Because we wanted a change is the short answer.
Short answer is because we want to change. If you want the long answer,
check that out.
Check out the video.
I'll link it here. this way. Second question, was what got us hooked on China?
What got us hooked on China? I would say just having a new experience every single day.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was going to say. That is exactly what I was going to say. Like that, everything's super interesting. That is just, I love it.
There's never a boring day,
Yeah.
I would say. There's always, for us anyway, because everything's always still, even now, 3.5 years on, everything's always just a little bit different.
Happens every day. And I mean, I know that's kind of like cliched because obviously something new happens in everyone's lives, but like anyway. Third, exit strategy. That sounds like we're going to run away from China. Exit strategy. But obviously, like we just talked about earlier, like we aren't going to stay in China forever, no matter what we say. 10 years later, we're going to be sat on this couch, like being like, we've reached 100,000 subscribers 10 years later.
Ambitious. You heard it here. Speaking words into motion.
But yeah, obviously we've spoken about it. I mean, for us, I think the reason that we would leave China is because we want to travel. We just want to travel. Right now, obviously we can't. So, but we're happy here. So there's no reason to leave yet anyway. So I think our exit strategy would be to find other countries to travel to.
Yep.
Make more videos.
100%. Yeah,
just
that's
enjoy
the thing.
being together. So yeah, that's Kirk's Guilo's question. Next is our friend Miriam from the channel Miriam in China. Miriam also lives in Western China, near Qinghai, and she has a lovely house and garden and son and husband, and she makes lovely films. If you don't know Miriam, I'm sure you already do. Check out her channel.
Hi Nico and Jack. Now that you've been living in China for quite a few years, do you think your time here has changed your personality, your personal values, or like your life philosophy in any way? And if so, how? And also, do you think you've developed any skills while living here in China that you would not have developed if you were still in the UK?
So personality, I would just like to say we did a podcast about this, and we said about how China's changed us.
Yep, for sure.
So we answered it a little bit there. I was thinking about this today because of the Instagram stories that I've been sharing about comments, and I think it's made me be a lot more patient with myself and think about things before I react to them, because I was quite fiery, and I feel like it makes me just kind of
you take criticism on the chin now. You've grown.
Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily directed at China. That is a bit of everything.
That's just making YouTube videos.
That's just making YouTube videos.
Just trolls on YouTube, I think.
But there are things here which we mentioned in that video that do kind of are stressful for foreigners, and it does make you like get frustrated, and it makes you. I feel like I'm a lot calmer over the years because I expect that something might happen. There also is a lot of things in Chinese culture that I really love and appreciate, and there's things that I think, oh well, if we did move away, I would like to kind of bring that back to our family and things like that where we speak about. And also, like, I really want to dance in the park in
there you go.
in
yeah,
UK, because
I think you've answered that perfectly. So the second half of her question was skills. So I think we've learned a lot of skills. I think communication, not necessarily speaking Chinese that well, but certainly communicating as best you can. That's, it's a necessity of life in every situation, and I think it's definitely helped with like our communication skills. I think the fact that we've been filming so much,
that's what I was going to say.
filming skills have come on a lot, I would hope, and kind of making videos and things like that. And I think having the kind of the constant inspiration, constant things to film, there's constantly things that we're motivated to film, then means that we are filming, which then means we get better and we want to improve.
Definitely don't think we would be YouTubing if we were in the UK.
No, I just don't think it would be. We wouldn't find it interesting, but maybe it would. Like, to some people.
Maybe we would have done it, but I just don't feel like we wouldn't have developed those skills. Like, we already made films, but like travel films, and I'm not sure we would have focused on it as intently as we do here. So
not, no.
I think it's really helped develop both of our skills in making videos.
Agree.
Okay, next is from another subscriber, Neil. Neil lives in Germany. So this is his question.
Hiya, Nico and Jack. My name is Neil. I have been following you guys' channel for a while. It is cool. So just to introduce myself, I'm a student studying in Germany. My question is, so if I invite my friends, like German friends, like you guys, or like European friends to China, only for 5 days, what's the best city or the place we can go, like more comfortable, in your opinion? Yeah, can it be specific for like 3 places, maybe the city and maybe the bar's name? Thank you very much.
Bar specific, like it, very German there.
Yeah. Well, it could be, yeah.
5 days, I feel, is very difficult because I feel like you need 5 days in Beijing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a tough.
I mean, I'm biased. I would say Beijing, to be honest, but because you have everything here. You have great bars, which is what you're saying, and you know, your European friends are going to appreciate that. You have a lot of history. You're also close to nature. There's some nice mountains surrounding. There's obviously the Great Wall. I feel like you've got a little bit of everything. Shanghai's obviously the super cosmopolitan city and is really cool. But, I mean, if you're coming from Europe, is that the most necessary thing to see, right? Like, you've got all these progressive cities in Europe and things. Is that the biggest thing? Another one that maybe springs to mind would be Xi'an, because you've got all the history and things there.
And Xi'an's not that far from Beijing, so you could
probably
definitely
do both.
But then if you were coming for 5 days... And like, what's the most China experience? Like, definitely, I would say you have to go see the Great Wall. Like, maybe even going to Chengdu and seeing pandas. A few days in Beijing and a few days in Chengdu.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's hard to judge because we haven't been there yet, which is so just shocking. It's been 3 years. I mean, seriously. But honestly, you could spend 5 days in Beijing and not be bored. I love it here.
There you go.
Biased. And
Bar's
name.
I love your German accent as well.
Yeah. Bar's name is specific. We like to hang out in the hutongs. There's lots of good bars in Gulo area. That would be our personal preference. Yeah. And I think that definitely shows like the good side of Beijing
you can
to
see a
foreigners.
Bit of history as well as, you know, drink some tasty drinks.
Yeah. So the next question is from Sebastian or Seban, and he has a YouTube channel as well. He also lives in China, and his YouTube channel is called Pixmosphere.
Hi Nico, Seban here from the channel Pixmosphere, and greetings here from the lovely Chiang Mai-shan. And my question to you is, as you reach now your 30,000 subscribers, how did you feel when you reached your first 1,000 subscribers, and in which time frame did you reach it? Thank you and bye bye.
1,000 feels so long ago now. I mean, it was like 3 years ago, right? Something like that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago at least, right?
So it took us, we started our YouTube channel in July, and I don't think we reached 1,000 subscribers until like a year or maybe a year and a half.
I can't remember. To be honest, though, when we started our YouTube channel, we weren't very consistent. We just posted videos when we felt like we posted the occasional video. You know, maybe one video every couple of months.
Yeah.
But what I could speak to more is the feeling of when you get that kind of first 1,000. I think, you know, that the fact that 1,000 people like your videos enough to click subscribe, indicating that maybe they want to see some more, is an amazing feeling. And I think that's super special. But then over time, your goals kind of shift. But I think that first 1,000 is probably the most special.
It's a big milestone, because once you hit that and the 4,000 watch hours or something, then you can start to monetize your channel. And obviously it's not that much, but it's such a big milestone because of that.
Our principle.
And I mean, we still don't get lots of ad revenue, but you know, every little helps. And yeah, I definitely think if you're wanting to grow your channel, consistency is key, and just try to keep pushing out content as much as you can, because if we'd been more consistent, I think it would have taken us less time, but it definitely took us well over a year, maybe a year and a half, to reach 1,000 subscribers.
It takes time, so just hang in there, I would say.
Okay, the next is from Xiao from Chongqing.
Hello, Nico and Jack. We from Chongqing really enjoy your videos, especially those from your trip to Chongqing. So our question is like this: what it is like being like a husband and a wife while working on this kind of big video project? So how do you deal with creative differences? And second, so what's your favorite and the least favorite part of working together as a couple? Best luck of your future videos and congratulations on your reaching 30,000 subscribers on YouTube channel.
I personally think it's great because the fact is putting your kind of heart and soul into something like a YouTube channel. If only one of us was interested in it.
Yeah.
You know, we spend every weekend and every evening, like, you know, it's an evening now. It's Thursday evening now as we're recording this. Can you imagine if it was just, you know, I had no interest in it and only you did?
Yeah,
and if I came home and at 10:30 on a Thursday night, I was just wanting to relax, watch some TV and watch some Netflix, and you were like, no, I'm just going to record this video. I think it would put a lot of strain on your relationship. So actually, for us, I think we're super lucky that we're both passionate about it. It always means that we've always got something to talk to, we've got something to kind of work towards, and I think it means that, like, when you have high moments or milestones, you've got someone to share it with.
Yeah.
And then when you have kind of like low moments or, like, you know, some mean comments or like some challenges, you've got someone to talk through who kind of gets it. We're both totally on the same page. So for me, from that perspective, I think it's great. How do we deal with creative differences? I would say that over time, I'm not sure it's whether we think the same or whether just over time our taste is kind of developed and we now have the same taste. But I don't think we don't really have creative differences really that often.
Very lucky, yeah, we don't.
I think what more is the case is like it's not so much like a creative difference, it's almost like a positive thing. We maybe see things in a different way. So like if I've edited a video and I've been staring at it for 20 hours, of course I'm going to miss some really stupid things, like or like there'll be something that I won't notice, you know, but you will. Or if let's say you were kind of working on something like a thumbnail and you might have been working on it for like several hours, you might not notice that you just spelt one letter wrong because you're staring at it so much. And so we kind of almost like can complement each other in that way.
I think we've also got different skills as well. So like we complete the circle.
Yeah, like if we were both like hardcore director types who like were like, okay, I've got like this creative vision and I want to like execute this, then obviously we'd clash, right? But like we both have different skills in different parts of the process, so we can kind of
works really well.
We each we kind of just like do our own separate bit of the process, I'd say.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without each other, and I think it makes everything better because we've got each other to work with. I think you answered that very well. There we go. I won't bother saying anything more to that.
Top marks.
I was like, what are you going to say? Okay. Our last question for this evening is from our friend Yvonne from Go Yvonne. Yvonne also lives in China. She actually just lives across the road from us. She's really nice. Her channel is about living in China also, so go and check that out. Let's have a look at Yvonne's question.
Hey Nico, this is Yvonne from Go Yvonne. Recently, you guys went on a trip to Chongqing, and my question for you is, do you have any other trips coming up soon? And if you do, I'm wondering, where are you guys going to go to?
I love the cat. I love the cat.
At the end. Best bit. Do not cut that cat out. Okay, so we did go on a trip to Chongqing recently. It was amazing.
Have you noticed?
Yeah, with all our Chongqing content. If you haven't watched our Chongqing content, what are you doing? Watch our Chongqing Watch our Chongqing content because it's great. We are going to release some videos that aren't Chongqing for a bit.
Yeah, we've got some videos from
and then
Hunan
we're going to go back.
Well.
Yeah.
So we also on the same trip we went to Zhangjiajie and a few other places. So we've got some. Don't worry, we've got some fresh videos coming. But also for you guys. I just need some time to edit them.
We have more Chongqing content coming soon. We've still got like another 3 or 4 videos to come from there as well.
100%.
So to answer Yvonne's question, do we have any travel plans? Yeah, we do actually. We are going away next weekend, but we're not going to film.
No, we're going to Sanya. I think we might film a podcast or two, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, obviously we.
But I think we're literally just going to go for. We're going to go for a long weekend. Just have 2 days utter chilling because we, like I've mentioned before, we spend every weekend, every evening working on our YouTube channel. So
we literally haven't stopped. We have not stopped since September. We've not had a day off.
No, we
at
haven't.
all, because even our holiday, as much as we love making videos, I'm not complaining about anything, because we love it. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
But the holiday that we went on recently, we were away for like 3 weeks, and we literally just filmed every single day, or we edited, and so we came straight back to work, got straight stuck in, and every weekend we've been editing the content from those. So we are pretty exhausted. So we're gonna take a break and go away for a weekend, long weekend.
For a whole 2 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Chill. The weather, of course, is looking shit, and it's gonna rain the entire time that we're in Sanya.
Standard. If you've watched any of our travel videos, then you know that it always rains wherever we go. But hey,
honestly, I don't know why we bother, but we've got a nice hotel. We're gonna be by the beach. We're gonna just chill out. So that is that. But so that'll be it for this year, because it's nearly the end of the year.
Yep.
But obviously, it's the end of the year. So next year, we are starting to plan where we're going to go, what time we might take off, where we might visit. And that's where you guys can come in.
Oh, I like where you're going with this.
Right. We like to go to like slightly off the beaten path places. So if you know someone or something in your city or your village that's like really different and you want the world to know about it, then let us know.
Yeah, 100%. We want to show the world these kind of unknown gems and bring some light on some different kind of things, really.
Yeah, so it's not easy sometimes finding stuff out as foreigners, so we'd really appreciate your help. So whatever you can suggest, we'd love to hear it. And on that note, I think we will wrap this up. Thank you very much. We really appreciate all your comments, likes. Please keep sharing.
Yeah, keep it coming, guys. Your support means so much.
It makes it worth
really
the while.
does.
And we want to keep on going. And hopefully next year we will be celebrating another milestone, whatever
Fingers
that may
crossed,
be.
eh?
Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Good night.